What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? So we went to Lazy Springs. We made it. It was fun. I had a blast. The Jeep had a blast, I think. And then I decided, whatever, I'm gonna try to make it anyway with it. And then we decided to swap the axles. So we swapped, instead of, then 44 axles, front and rear, from a TJ Rubicon. So it has 14 gears and it has factory lockers. Factory air lockers from a TJ Rubicon. One thing that we did, so we did that, we had a curved steering. Ángel! Chao, Ángel. Hasta mañana. Bye. Sí, 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 sí. No, tranquilo, pero ya es parte del show. Sí. Okay, swap the axles. The axles do have a little miles, but they were better than the ones that were on my currently in the Jeep, like before the swap. They came with curved steering, JK's track bar, a steering stabilizer, and we put also control arms, Curry control arms. They're pretty worn out, but they were better than the factory ones that I had. So we're gonna stay with those for now. We did the swap. That one great. I drove it the same night. It drove really good. Drove it to Lazy Springs. Dude, it was doing great. Like 75 miles an hour, just chilling, just doing great. Oh, I have to show you my locker, my pump for the locker, before I continue with the story. So this right here is how I activate my lockers. There you go. It's fully locked. And then open this. And I'm gonna show you this in a little bit, alright? But okay. Another thing that I did before is I put Amazon headlights. Just because they were cheap, they were like 85 bucks. Not even, they were like 65 bucks shipped. And I was like, let me try them to see, why is that people buy these things? I had them for 2 days. They're in the garbage. Like, you can't see, they don't even fit correctly. So then I went with a set of truck lights, which I'm way happier. Just those two new brown headlights made a huge difference, which is good because it's a daily driver, so you want to be able to see well when you drive down the road. Okay, so what else did we do to it? That's pretty much it. Now we got to Lazy Springs, and it was fun until we decided to do the rock pile. So the first rock pile wasn't bad, like we did the rock pile, we drove on the side of the rock pile, then we did the big rock pile. That one was fine too when you do it like from, I guess, start to finish. But you can also do it sideways, like from side to side, and that's like the hard line. It's like for big boys. What? The noise? So I went on this rock pile, and dude,
This is what happens when righty tighty becomes righty loosey.
I went on this rock pile. So that side is easy. Anyway, I went on the big board rock pile, and now I'm getting full. I ripped the bolts from the skid plate, from a factory skid plate. That's right here. So I ripped these two bolts, so I was able to fix them and put the spacer. But then I also bent the skid plate, so now the transfer case is like facing up like this, so the drive shaft is like binding. I drove it like this all the way from Fort Myers. It's about a 2-hour drive. It shakes a lot. It makes a lot of noises that it shouldn't be doing. Hey, but we made it. Still going 70 miles an hour down the highway. What else did I break? I scratched this here, which that's fine. We're gonna do rock sliders anyway. I think that's it. Oh yeah, the power steering pump. The power steering pump died, and I guess it's an all power steering pump, and I guess from turning locked, it just had a hard time kind of like keeping it together. So yeah, due to everything I broke, I have a small list of things that I need to do and things that I should do. So the first thing I'm gonna do, and we're gonna explain that more in detail once the parts start arriving, we're gonna do a flat belly. We're gonna do a slip jig eliminator is the first thing we're gonna do actually, which and I explained that when the part is in and out of the Jeep. It's the transfer case uses a slip yoke instead of a yoke style at the transfer case from factory. So we're gonna replace it by adding a yoke instead, which is gonna make it stronger. It's gonna make the drive shaft be able to extend longer and work better during flex and drive better on the highway with the added lift. And by adding a flat belly, it's gonna make the floor of the Jeep, I guess, the bottom of the chassis, be a lot higher, which is gonna give you better ground clearance. So it's one of the first things I want to do because that thing gets hung up everywhere. It's just horrible. Another thing I'm gonna do is clearly a power steering pump. I don't think we're ready for hydro in this vehicle. It's just gonna add too much cost to it. So I'm just gonna do maybe an upgraded pump, or I'm gonna see ways to upgrade the current pump. Obviously replacing it and upgrading it at the same time. I think there's something we could do for that, and I'll show you guys on the video. Steering box, I'm just gonna rebuild it. I'm gonna buy a rebuild kit and rebuild it myself. New drive shafts for sure, because all drives are destroyed. When you can, just go under them. They look like I was using them as a tire. And longer shocks. This thing has 0 flex. When you see the video, it's just like three-wheeling everywhere. Like the tire has like 1.5 inches of down travel. So I want to put longer shocks to be able to use flex, probably longer brake lines. So and probably bumper in the winch and maybe rock sliders. Yeah, I guess. So much for budget bill, huh? All right. Oh, and I have a name for it now. It's called leaky. It leaks everywhere. Everywhere you park it, it leaks. Oh, I got oil on my face. I fixed everything. It still leaks. It leaks power steering. It leaks engine oil, transfer case. The differentials are not leaking, luckily, but. And that concludes this video. Thank you. All right, guys. This concludes this week's video. This episode. Hey guys, this concludes this episode about Leaky, Project Leaky. Yeah, that's gonna stick. And thank you for watching. Oh, don't forget to subscribe, buy some merch, get some rock sliders so that doesn't happen to you. Go show them that scratch. It hurts, man. It hurts. Thank you.